Watch Dogs isn't just a game about hacking a city. It's a story about control hiding in plain sight. When you look past the gunfights and traffic hacks, Watch Dogs 1 quietly builds a world where violence isn't the main weapon, information is. And the most unsettling part of the law is how normal that feels. Chicago isn't ruled by soldiers or dictators. It's ruled by systems that people willingly trust every day. ctOS isn't portrayed as an evil invention at first. It's efficient, clean, and solid, and sold as protection. Crime prediction, infrastructure control, personal data integration, all framed as progress. The law never says the system failed. It worked exactly as intended. That's what makes it dangerous. Watch Dogs presents a future where the problem isn't broken technology, but unquestioned technology. The city runs smoothly while freedom quietly erodes in the background. Aiden Pearce exists as a byproduct of that world. He's not a revolutionary trying to dismantle ctOS for justice. He's a man who learned how to slip through the cracks of a system designed to watch everyone except those who truly control it. Lore terminals and audio logs show that Aiden isn't unique. He's just one of many people shaped by a city that measures human value in data points. Criminal chance percentages replace nuance. People become risks before they become people. What makes this fresh is how the game frames morality. Aiden uses the same invasive tools as the system he despises. He invades privacy, manipulates infrastructure, and weaponizes personal data. The law doesn't excuse this. It quietly asks whether resisting surveillance with surveillance actually changes anything. In Watch Dogs, power doesn't corrupt suddenly. It numbs. Aiden slowly becomes uncomfortable, crossing lines, because the city taught him that lines are flexible when you have access. The city itself tells the story better than cutscenes ever could. Random NPC profiles reveal lives reduced to summaries, financial struggles, addictions, medical conditions, all exposed in seconds. Law-wise, this isn't just for gameplay flavor. It reflects a society where privacy is considered obsolete. People aren't shocked by exposure anymore, they expect it. That acceptance is the real victory of ctOS. Blume, the corporation behind the system, barely needs to act maliciously. The law shows that they rely on partnerships, contracts, and public fear to justify expansion. No hostile takeover is required when cities volunteer control. Watch Dogs predicts a future where corporations don't need armies, because infrastructure itself becomes leverage. If you control the system, you control movement, money, and narrative. Even DedSec, often viewed as the rebellious counterforce, isn't portrayed as purely heroic. Their broadcasts are chaotic, sometimes reckless. They expose corruption but also destabilize systems without fully considering consequences. The law presents resistance as messy and imperfect, not clean or cinematic. There's no easy solution, only competing forms of control. By the end, Watch Dogs leaves you with an uncomfortable realization. The city doesn't collapse, life goes on, ctOS remains. The system absorbs the damage and continues operating. That's the quiet horror of the law. Change doesn't come from dramatic endings. Systems like ctOS survive because they're too embedded to fail outright. Watch Dogs 1 isn't warning about hackers or crime. It's warning about convenience, about how easily people trade autonomy for safety, and how power shifts not through force but through design. In that sense, the game isn't outdated, it's unfinished. Its world feels familiar because we're still walking through it, one accepted update at a time.